Hey y'all, it's your girl Rock My Braids, and I am back with another video. So today I will be showing you how to retain your hair growth after protective styles like braids, twists, and cornrows. First, you want to take your braids out. You want to wash it and be sure you wash it with some really good shampoo, just to make sure you get all the dirt, lint, and buildup from the products that was used out. Simply because that is where the main tangling and hair loss come from when taking down a braid. That matted buildup that's towards the root of the hair is the most important part of the takedown process. So later on in the video, I'll show you how to carefully detangle that part so you don't lose much hair and you will retain every bit of your new growth that you have accumulated throughout the process of your hair being in a protective style. So here I am washing the hair. This is the first wash. I am just making sure the soap get in very well, starting on the root. And by the way, this shampoo is all natural. It is from the Rock Your Crown collection. So there is no toxic chemicals or harsh ingredients. All the ingredients are natural and it works very well, deep cleansing the scalp while also promoting hair growth. I love this shampoo. I use it all the time for me and my family. So here I am just making sure it gets lathered all throughout the scalp and root area. Again, this is the first wash. So the first wash is like a kickstart to getting things going. So even though this is the first wash, I'm still making sure I'm getting down to the scalp, cleansing it, making sure I'm getting in between the braids from the root of the actual hair and where the braiding hair begins. I also have an ebook out right now with tips on how to retain your hair growth with braids and protective styles. It has a lot of beautiful gems and great tips on how to properly braid and grow your hair. So be sure to purchase yours at rockmybraids.com. Now here we go with the second wash. Sometimes I'll do 3 washes, but it just kind of depends on the person's hair, how much buildup is on the hair, and if I feel like after the second wash is not getting what it's supposed to get. Then I'll go in with the third. But for her hair, I just needed 2 washes and we were good. I really focused on the root, the scalp area, because that's the main reason why we are doing this, is to make sure that when we take these braids out, we lose little to no hair. Because she has so much new growth after keeping these braids in for 2 months, and I want to be sure we keep that. Because if you guys don't know, I am all about hair growth, and that's why I created my own hair growth products, oils, on-up to shampoo. I don't use any store-bought products anymore, simply because the ingredients they use, in my opinion, do our hair more harm than good. They will label their products in big bold letters with the words like hair growth or moisturizing, right, on the front of the bottle. But then you turn it around and look at the ingredients, there's tons of harmful and toxic chemicals that cause harm to women's health. They cause things like uterine cancer, and you guys know the rest. Hair loss and some more stuff. Now, I won't name any companies, but I'm sure you've heard of a few. So now we are done with the second wash, and I am just going to wring the hair out to make sure it's free of excess water. And we are going to start the takedown process. Here is her hair after the wash, just checking out her scalp, making sure we got most of the buildup out from the products that was used. Here I am showing you the new growth and what we are going to be keeping during the takedown process. We will not be losing any of this hair. Now, I will be honest, of course our hair sheds. In fact, every month it sheds, but it shouldn't be to the point your hand is full of hair. Just as well as the hair sheds, it also grows every month. And my goal is to be sure you keep it. So whenever you're taking down a style like braids, you want to be very careful, very gentle, not to rush. Be very aware of what you're doing and not snagging, snatching, pulling, tugging too much in areas where you know it's delicate, like edges and just around the perimeter of the whole head, period. So this is how much new growth she has, and we're going to be keeping most of it. I'm going to show you how to retain the hair growth when taking the braids down. Sorry for the glare from the light. This is a bad angle, but it'll be changing soon. I am just moisturizing the hair because while you have the braids in, and this is even before the style gets old and before you take your braids down, it's okay to wash it every now and then in between time and put some kind of moisturizing product on the scalp and also down the shaft of the hair, because you don't want your hair to be dry while it's in braids. Your hair being hydrated with oils, water, and conditioners is very important, especially when you're taking it down. It keeps the hair from breaking off so easily. So this is just me using the leave-in conditioning butter from the Rock Your Crown collection. Now I am going to start cutting and taking down each braid. And I was kind of rushing, so I just grabbed the first pair of scissors I could find. Her hair has grown a lot and I did not want to cut her hair, so I was being very careful and finding out where her hair stopped in the braid. It was pretty late and I didn't want to be up all night taking her hair down. This is what her scalp and her roots look like after using the leave-in conditioner butter. You can tell it's very moisturized, hydrated, and in fact ready for the next step. Okay, so here we go. This part right here is where a lot of people wind up losing a lot of their hair. So you want to be very careful. In this portion of the video, I am using one hand to kind of show, and then I'm using the other hand to record. So this is just for the purpose of this part of the video, but in another clip, I will show you how to carefully do it. But you see how matted it is, and it's not easy to detangle. So you want to be sure to use two hands. Spray some oil, which is also from the Rock Your Crown collection, on the matted area. You want to be sure to carefully detangle each and every strand with your fingers only. You will not see me using a comb at all. This is how you want to carefully detangle the hair in the matted area, being very aware this is where you may lose a lot of hair, but if you do it right, you won't lose much hair at all. So as you can see, you will lose a little hair, but it won't be much. But if it's way more than that, then that's when you should be a little concerned. So I took all of her braids out and I went in and washed her hair again. So this is the first wash, making sure her hair is detangled properly and ready for the next style. Now, if you want to retain your hair growth, don't be afraid to wash your hair while the braids are in, and don't be afraid to wash it immediately after you take the braids out. But definitely be sure that you're using products that is healthy for your hair. Using products that are free of any toxic chemicals that can harm you in any way, shape, or form. Because anything we put on our skin goes directly to our bloodstream. So you just want to be sure of the products that you're using. And like I said before, this shampoo from the Rock Your Crown collection is all natural. It promotes hair growth. It works very well. It seems like I'm using a lot, but I'm not. It's very liquidy and it doesn't have all those preservatives and chemicals. It lasts a very long time. You don't have to put it in the fridge or anything like that, but it's the best shampoo I have ever came across. So I'm getting the scalp and the ends of her hair detangled slowly and slightly as I go through it. Because you know, when your hair gets wet and we're in the cleansing process, it strips the oils, dirt, and buildup. With clarifying shampoo, it will get tangled a little bit. So you just want to be sure you are finger detangling it as you're going. This is her hair freshly washed. The shrinkage is very much real. It's very clean. This is her natural state after the wash. So next, I'll be blow drying it. This is what her hair length is after using the blow dryer. Her hair has gotten very long with using these products. I can't wait for the next 6 months to a year to see where her hair will be. This blow dryer is amazing. I can't remember where I got it from, but when I do find out, I will be buying another one. Now, anytime you detangle, you always want to start combing or brushing from the ends on up to the root. Never comb or blow dry hair in a dry, brittle state. Always make sure you put in some type of water, oil, and or moisturizer. So one side I put the leave-in conditioning butter, and the other side I did not put any product. So to the left is no product and to the right is product. And you can just tell the difference. Both sides felt really well. On the right side here, you can just tell it was product in there. And on the left side, it just feels really lightweight and fluffy. The shampoo alone works wonders. It strips the hair of any dirt, lint, and buildup, all while keeping the natural oils in place. Don't forget to subscribe to learn more tips on how to retain your hair growth.